Captain Davian Thule, in command here on Calderis. We are battling the orcs that threaten this world. You have dropped right into the combat zone. I am north of you with several squads of our initiates. We are under heavy fire and losing control of our flanks. Move north and provide support.
So hello again, you join me as we continue our campaign. So obviously the next step should really have been Soulstorm. However, I got so far through the Soulstorm and it just keeps on glitching. I have no idea on how to fix that, so for the time being we're going to just jump on to Dawn of War 2. Now, the story of two characters over the last two games that we've played do still carry over. So Gabriel Angelos and Davian Thule, they are in this game. So that's why we're just going to jump onto this, and it doesn't really make much of a difference. Soulstorm has Indrik Boreal, who is the Blood Ravens commander for that campaign. I will try and go back and fix that. However, as it stands just now, it is a bit stuck in limbo until I can figure out what's wrong with that. So without further ado, let's get into this game, Dawn of War 2. Now, the gameplay changes drastically for this one. Instead of having a base, building up a lot of units, and then going forward, in Dawn of War 2, you are actually, well, for the campaign at least, you're allocated with 4 squads, and then you go through missions with them. So without further ado, we'll just play the game, and you'll see as we play, you shall learn as I would learn if I was just starting out as well. And as you can see, we have a tactical squad and our captain. So you can see we have these yellow markers and green ones. Yellow means light cover, green means heavy. We have these, much like we had in the last one, where we've got special abilities. There is a greater tactical edge on this game as opposed to the first one. So you can see he can run through them and start making it hurt. So obviously we do not play as either Boreal or, no, sorry, Boreal, Davian Thule or Gabriel Angelos. We play as, well, our own commander. Yeah, I really should have tried to dodge that one. There's that over there. He should really be doing something if he wasn't pointing the wrong way, the dumb arsehole. But we'll deal with what we can. And obviously, as you can see, the textures on this are just significantly better. This was, I think this is 2009. Obviously the first one was 2004, so you've got 5 years of improved graphical effects. And he's still hiding in there. Do want to use maybe? Aye, there we go, they're all going to shoot at him. This fucker's unkillable. You will get drop-offs. You'll get weapons that are dropped out like that. Basically, at the end of most of our battles, we'll be able to upgrade some of our squads. do apologise, I just spoke over him, but obviously it is in text form, so you can also read. Right, so then we'll just start moving up this way. Now it does start off a bit boring with a chainsword and a bolt pistol, but you can obviously get better weapons all the way up to Terminator armour, and you can get Terminator armour for all squads, barring a couple. So obviously you get scouts. Support items. So what that then means is I get another health kit on that. These are strong as all hell. Excuse me. So these health kits are strong as all hell. They'll basically, if his squad, so there's 4 of them, however him is the squad leader, if they all go down, just means that they're down a number of units. If he goes down, he will go down and he'll have a red box in here, and it will only be another one with a character icon like this that can revive them. Then they'll come back with just them, and then you would have to get the rest of their squad.
More orcs, and lots of cover to use on our approach. Commander, the orcs are using a guard tower near the cave mouth. My squad can take it out with a grenade.
Just like that.
The Greenskins are clearly using that mine as a passage, Commander. Seal that entrance by any means necessary. Good work, Space Marines. The Greenskins will not be using that passage again anytime soon.
But the leader managed to escape through the tunnel before we could kill him. That was our chance to cut this invasion off at the head.
He will show himself again, Tarkus. And when he does, we will be ready. Thunderhawks are en route. Prepare for extraction.
I do apologise, I've currently got a cold and it is kicking my arse. So as you can see, we get rewards at the end of each mission that we carry out. This one is an improved chainsword, which basically means that we can put this on to one of 3. So you'll see in a second. So we've got a better bolter and a better chainsword. We've also got a level up for both of these. Again, you'll see what that means, but as you can see, they've got health, range damage, melee damage, and energy. So the energy, that was like the grenade that you saw, his charge that you can do, they use up your energy. Melee damage is obviously just your base melee damage, that's your base range damage, and that is just your health. So as you can see, Tarkus doesn't really get much, but he's ranged, so he should be behind cover.
Welcome aboard Strike Cruiser Armageddon, Commander. Calderis is currently facing a massive orc invasion that threatens to spill over to the entire sector. Urgent distress signals are coming from other nearby sectors, but we must concentrate our efforts here. I need you to take charge of an assault that's stalled on the surface below. Drop to the point marked on the planet map and start pushing into the orcs' flank.
Right, so as you see there, we're now on to day 2, so the event log. So what we have, that's what we did do on day 1. Then we got a update for what happened, and then this is obviously all the stuff that we got. So we got the grenade, we got the stimulant kits, the bolter, all that stuff. This is all the tips we get, all. So yeah, as you can see here, we can level up, and then we come to this screen. This is where we can then play around with the weaponry that we have. As you can see, there's a lots of weapons here to play around with. Some of them are usable by others and not by all. So as you can see, if we go down, nope, I can't even point to it. So If we could go right to the bottom where the red writing is, go above to the white, and then above again to the yellow, you'll see usable by Cyrus. So that's one of the characters, which is not him. He is just known as the Force Commander. So they also have like Thaddeus, Tarkus, Force Commander, this is Cyrus again. Where are we going to be? There we go. This can only be used by either the Force Commander or Avitus. Again, another character. So, what we're going to do is, we've got a brand new chainsword. Let's make it a bit better. Because if we look at base, we've got 15 damage, attack speed of 5 out of 10, and an accuracy of 100%. So even at base, you get plus 10% melee damage resistance. So that's already nice and juicy right off the bat. But with this, we get the same again, but then we have got 18.8 damage. So, bit better, but obviously we'll take what we can get. So, coming down here, now throughout the game, and this campaign, we are limited to level 20 with the Chaos Rising DLC or expansion pack as it was back in the day. That takes us up to 30. So what we can do is look at what we want to focus on. Do we want to go down this, where that'll then bring down the cost to do this ability? That means that he will not get knocked down, or not get knocked down a whole lot less by like grenades, explosions, things of that nature. Relentless. I think to victory. Yeah, so he becomes invulnerable for a little bit after he uses it. And then finally, every once in a while, if he goes down, he might just get straight back up. So that's pretty nice in general. And also it boosts the health every time you do it by... I don't know how much you would see when we put it up. Ranged. We're obviously not very range centric. I mean, if we put the bolter on, I don't know. Well, yeah, that goes up to 11.8, and then we would have him and Tarkus with bolters. However, he got a new sword, and there's a new bolter. We'll give that to Tarkus, then everyone's getting something nice and new. But in ranged, we'd get ability to use heavy weapons, so like this heavy bolter and this rocket launcher, or missile launcher. We would have... Oh Christ, no, that's what we can do. This is only plasma guns and flamers, yeah. And then finally up here... So every shot gains a chance to deal a killing blow. So basically some of the infantry units that would take a bit more punishment to kill, it will kill them in one in some instances. Then we've got close combat, which obviously we have already got a couple of points in, just as the game starts. So another 2 points and we'll get Battle Cry. So that basically means we'll hit a bit harder and knocking enemies to the ground. Then we go up to Righteous Fury. Yeah, Righteous Fury does no explosive damage. Regain health when killing an opponent. And then finally, when the next ability we get is Enforce. If they're normal infantry, they'll most likely die. If they're bigger, then they'll just get knocked back. Then finally we're on to energy, so this will increase the amount of energy we've got and the regeneration of it. So the first one is the Commander's Loadout. Gain an accessory slot, so we'll get another accessory slot in here, which when you see some of the accessories we'll get, that will be nice. We can get drop pod beacons, which basically means we could drop in something. I'm sorry, I can't actually remember. And also an orbital bombardment. That one gets nice and juicy. And then finally, Inspiring Shout. Genji Inspiring Shout, which does the same. Restores energy to nearby allies. So if they've used up their energy, I can use this, and then they'll get it back. Anyway, that was long-winded, and I do apologise. So with him being more melee focused, what I usually do is just eat into this a bit more. Okay, as you can see there, loose a powerful battle cry that increases the damage output of nearby allies. The commander becomes immune to knockback and performs special attacks with every melee strike. So charge in, hit that, then they'll hit a bit harder. We'll go to Tarkus. Now obviously there's a couple of points that have went towards health. Now he can go with taunt, which basically directs attention back onto himself. We'll give him this new bolter, because as you can see, 4.1 damage, 5.2. Hardly much better, but every little helps, as I've been told. This one, after he gets revived, it can be hurt for several seconds. Veterans basically makes them a lot tougher and improving their equipment. And then finally, I shall not fall. Tactical advance. That must be one I missed. So basically when tactical advance is on, then they cannot be incapacitated. Then we'll go into ranged, which basically means bolter specialist. You can use a bolter or storm bolter target learns to fire more frequently, so greater rate of fire. Specialist, he can use plasma and flamers whilst moving, and tactical expertise inflict additional damage in addition to gaining the standard defensive benefits. Benefit does not apply to blah blah blah. Then on to ranged, then on to energy. Energy mostly stays the same, get another accessory. Frag grenades. Yeah, that one's actually really quite good to get. So instead of it being 5 grenades and then that's it, you basically use it up as energy. And then finally, tactical mastery. Die. So that basically means that we can get them under that. So there was also melee, where we can basically make this whole squad assault marines without jump packs. We get along here, reduces incoming damage from close combat as well as ranged attacks, and then finally to power sword aptitude, he becomes able to wield a power sword. Not one I've ever really went down, maybe one of these days, but not just yet. However, I'm just going to go with the one that's already got some points in it. And then we've got taunt, which basically means that we can direct all attention onto them, and then we can sneak around and all things like that. I say that as if I'm actually ever going to do that. I am not smart enough nor quick enough to do shit like that. You'll see as well on maps we've got one of two things. We've either got a foundry or a communications array.
Sergeant Avitus and his squad of Devastator Space Marines held the hamlet alone, but they were finally overwhelmed. You must retake the hamlet and drive the orcs back. To aid in this, I am assigning Sergeant Cyrus and his squad of scouts to your command. His infiltration expertise should prove invaluable.
So you can see as well here, we're going to get improved power armor for completing this mission, not including the things that we'll get throughout the mission. So if we get this automated foundry, means that we can get tarantula turrets, which basically is like a drop down turret, and then it builds up and then it will shoot at anything that comes near. Or we can get this, which allows an artillery strike. Now some of these places you end up having to defend them, because you've obviously taken it and then they'll come and attack it, so things like that do happen. There is quite a fair bit in this game where it's a case of forward and back for a little bit. There is a whole overarching story, don't worry, but we'll deploy here.
Marines, heartening news. Avitus, the squad leader who defended the hamlet, is still alive. The orcs incapacitated him, but apparently could not finish the job. Avitus is too stubborn to die. So it would seem, Cyrus. An orc guard position stands between you and Sergeant Avitus. Approach with stealth and eliminate the greenskins. Understood. Gravitus's position is on your tactical display. Revive him so that he may join your attack.
As you can see here, this is what I mean by the little red background. So now we've got him back, but we're down 2 men. So that's why we're capturing this part here.
There is a relay beacon near your position, Commander. Secure it, and we can deploy reinforcements to fill out your squads. Reinforcements
So you can see, drops off another one. And a third. So we just need to get it within range of this, and then he will get one.
Now push into the hamlet and eliminate those orcs, Commander.
So what we could do is put him in there. You can see that suppressed up there. Basically means that they will take more damage and they will shoot slower, they will move slower.
Those orcs are turning tail. They could be going for help. Stay alert.
We'll take out one of our predators. Oh.
My squad should set up in heavy cover, Commander. The suppressive fire from my heavy bolter will keep the Greenstones pinned.
I do apologise.
There.
Oh.
State is ready to fire. Our heavy bolters are deadly, but they take time to set up and have a limited field of fire. Command? Weapons ready. Advance. Destination confirmed.
Commander, there is a second relay beacon near your position. Activate it to finish securing the hamlet. Excellent work, Commander. The hamlet is secure. More orcs are on the way, Commander. Set up your forces to repel the attack. This hamlet must not fall again.
The chapter's recruits stand ready. Be vigilant. That's a good position.
Orcs on approach.
Come on, greenskins! Good work, Avitus. They have nowhere to run now. Target them before they can get to cover.
As you can see there, grenades are horrendously scary. So you can see Mantle of the Great Father, so that's an armor piece for us.
No mercy for the misguided.
Well done, Space Marines. Thunderhawks are on approach to return you to the Armageddon. Let our enemies beware. Victory is ours.
like that. We've got a couple of bits of armour. We've also leveled up these two guys that have just joined us. So Avitus, which is heavy weaponry, and Cyrus, which is our scout.
Well done, Commander. With the hamlet cleared, we can secure the main route into the capital.
The Greenskins knew to strike where we were most vulnerable, Captain Thule.
Cyrus is correct. Someone is agitating the orcs and pointing them at valuable targets. If we are going to win this war, we need to find out who is using the Greenskins against us.
So now we have options. So we could go against that raid, or we can try and take out a war boss. So we can either have a communications array or an imperial shrine. Can't remember what that does. That does something for us.
Commander, the orcs have struck another valuable target. A powerful orc chieftain named Gutwrencher is leading the assault, but someone must have pointed him at this target, likely without his even knowing it. Take your squads and eliminate this beast before he does more damage. Keep on the lookout for clues as to who may be manipulating him.
Feet. Right, what we'll actually do before we forget. So obviously these guys are heavy weapons. So I'm going to keep them on ranged. So this basically means that their range is even better. So there we go. So obviously they don't really have much in the way of melee damage because I don't want them in melee. So we can then get improved power armor. We can put it on. I mean, it's not much better, but as opposed to an armor rating of 2, armor rating of 5 is still marginally better. Then onto Cyrus. He's more onto his abilities. So he's got the satchel, he's got the infiltrate, and he has got suppressive fire. So as you can see, obviously each of them has one that's, the force commanders kind of got two that's about the same length, which means the other ones that you're usually more likely to utilise. Tarkus, his is in the health. Avitus, as you can see, is all the way into the ranged, and Cyrus as well into energy, because if you get right to the end it reduces the cost to infiltrate. That means become able to use accessories, so you could throw a satchel charge while you're invisible. Silent revival, become able to revive allied squad leaders while infiltrated, and this one is as long as you're standing still, that won't get drained. So we'll just start going down that route with them. We'll get some better armor for them, so we'll get some Grim Silence that gives us better sight range and it gets more health, so going from 48 to 95, so we can't argue with that, can we? So with that, we're quite happy. We'll tick that, and then we'll go down here to kill this arsehole. So let's go. Menacing motherfucker.
Gutwrencher's location is marked on your map display, Commander. You will need to fight.
Right, I might put the volume up just a little bit because might not be
Enemy combatants in the field. The chapter's recruits stand ready. Be vigilant. Targeting the Greenskins.
back. Right, so as you can see in the map, we now have something at this end and this end. This is the communications array. This is the shrine to the Emperor. So we'll probably go for this one this round, but what we will do is we'll work our way up here. So one of the things we can do is attack move up to this area, so we can hit that and that. Then we will start moving up this way. I would have really preferred if you all stayed fucking together though, instead of you arseholes try to go this way. Full pistol, which we can get. Where the hell that end up there? Yeah, good damage. That done a whole lot more damage than I ever thought it would. A bit of extra death and armor for us. So we'll take this piece by piece.
Avitus, locks open. Go ahead. Remain vigilant.
Be vigilant.
Brothers, we go.
Squad eliminated.
At your target acknowledged.
Right, I think what we'll do is we'll quietly start making our way over here, we'll capture this, and then we'll go up and we'll fight him up here. Go on, boys. No, I use them in shooting.
Reskin kill.
That's a good position. This is Avitus. Adjust your position. Devastator's under enemy attack. Target destroyed. Heading out.
That just worked out perfectly for me.
The enemy infests a shrine to the Emperor. We must eliminate them and retake the shrine.
Commander, the choice is yours. But this will cost us time.
There we go. Got a wee level up.
Tactics this way, brothers.
There you go. That way we can get in out of that stick. Locks open. Retreat, brothers, advance. Brothers, fire. Clear that building. Target destroyed. No, that was obviously a grenade. Oh well.
Brothers, claim it for
So
the
now we'll
chapter.
capture this.
Cover in the rocks.
The chapters recruit. Be vigilant.
Stand secure. Robbing it will make us stronger in battle.
Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
No, I won't do it!
Under heavy cover in there. There we go. Right, let's start moseying on up towards our eventual enemy. we'll come and we'll basically get this topmost beacon.
Enemy combatants in the field.
Stone board. Now we've got all of these ones over here, so just run through them. The Pistol of Baal. This is where you can get all the memes about Blood Ravens and where they get their stuff from. Why would we have a Blood Angels pistol? Hey, let's capture this.
Our foes grow in strength.
This is Amethyst.
Falcon target acknowledged.
Let's get him 2 more grenades. This just basically means it's a fallback point because fighting these guys sometimes sucks. Also, if I remember correctly, I think they've got a killer can. Went up a level. So everyone's just about level with each other. Actually, this force commander can get off. You go back.
You got through me, boys, did ya? Guess I got to kill you myself.
Target sighted.
We are your death, Greenskin.
The master of the spell. Grenade! Tactical destination confirmed. Inside. Grenade! Targets to the doors. Heading out. Get to that position, brothers. Enemy grenade!
Really going for these guys, isn't it?
How can we serve? Grenade! No fancy kid gonna save ya! I wonder what you taste like roasted!
This is, let's just keep in mind, that's just an Orc Nog, that's not a war boss. Oh, actually, you're not really there. I mean, you guys should hopefully be fine in there. Yeah, that's up.
The enemy has targeted this area.
Incoming fire! Move! To the fallback position!
Fall into position.
Relocate before it is too late!
As soon as they have all their numbers.
Enemy leader targeted. Enemy has this place targeted. I'm not boss no more. Ah, zog it.
Poor wee Orky. As you seen, we got a lot of armour.
Ready for extraction, Commander.
Getting cover, brothers.
Let our enemies beware, for victory is ours.
Now we've also got an improved heavy bolter. Everyone went up a level, yay! And we've got a lot of stuff.
Good work, Commander. Gutwrencher's death has scattered his orc band. I am deploying a team to search the orc remains for clues as to who is agitating them.
Have we received any additional word from the neighboring sector, Captain?
No, we have lost all contact with them.
What could possibly take out the communications network of an entire sector in a few days?
We will have to investigate, but the defense of Calderis must come first. Commander, deploy to the surface as soon as your squads are ready.
So, as you can see, we've got our icon over these two, and this one's got a green icon around that one because we captured it and held it. So, let's go here. Got a better bolt pistol of Baal. Currently equipped would give us 4.8, this gives us 7.8. And not much else changes except we've got a 10% chance per hit of plus 16 damage to all nearby enemies. So that's pretty good, despite the fact it's not ours, it's a Blood Angels one. But let's not get into semantics. Mantle of the Great Father, we could get more health, more energy. We could get +1 melee skill. What does that mean? Oh, that means it'll be more in... No, it doesn't. That didn't make a difference. No, didn't. That, which will give us +4% ranged damage. Get a wee bit more health since we're running in and smacking them about the place. Another couple there, because we're going more close combat. And melee damage is now 34. And then we'll go to Tarkus. What will we get for him? +4% melee damage. That'll take us up to 14.6. Well, it's not great, but it's also not terrible. Accessories. Blessings, Fortitude, Imperial, it can render all your squads invulnerable for a brief time. So yeah, if we come under horrendous fire, we can just put that down and then we'll not die so quick. So that'll do that. Then for you guys, we'll just put 2 points in there. give... Oh wait, no, you've got better armour. We'll give you this improved one, which is... this makes absolute bugger all difference. It's the exact same weapon. It literally changes nothing. If anything, it's worse than the default one. Because at least the default one's 2% damage to vehicles. This is only 1. Ah, damn it, we'll not even bother with that. Right. He's been done. And then Cyrus. Let's chuck a couple of points into your energy. That'll do us there. Cool. So we'll go in, we'll do this mission, finish off this planet.
The orcs have struck another critical target. The orc raiding parties are led by a knob named Skykiller. This knob leads a squad of Stormboys, orcs equipped with primitive jump packs. Stormboys are especially ruthless orcs that can strike quickly and escape before reinforcements arrive. Eliminate Skykiller. This will buy us valuable time and may uncover who is guiding these orcs.
Let's go.
Enemy location flagged on the map, Commander.
We will blaze a trail of blood straight there.
Keep boasting, and the blood will be ours.
Set up firing position in there.
Tactical Marines awaiting tactical squad repositioning.
Scouts here, still engaged. Move quickly.
Repositioning.
Look alive, brother. Be vigilant.
Commander, a critical manufacturing facility lies nearby. Capturing it will allow us to deploy more rapidly. allows for healing and reinforcement. Field generators are deploying now, Commander. Additional generators will not be available until your next deployment.
So we could go and get that, but it will not let us capture it. So. All healed up, and then let's head up here.
We can use those plants for cover.
Our weapons are ready. Load in, brothers. I'm coming down on this, but you'll always be beneath me feet! Move in for the kill!
Enemy has us in close combat.
Nothing can save us!
Do not let him escape.
So, this goes to show you just how strong some of these abilities can be. So, look at how to run away.
Target those greenskins.
Now, you can see this kind of confused looking thing? That's actually him doing that to himself, which is rather funny.
Look alive, brothers.
Devastator, brother.
Tactical squad. Eliminate that target.
Bringing a hammer down!
Enemy leader targeted.
Brace yourselves for me, bomb!
With me, brothers, advance.
Devastator Marine to war.
Tactical Marines ready. Target those greenskins. To war.
Carl of the Wolf.
Lived
And a Space Wolf one.
fast and dangerous.
Enemy destroyed, Commander.
Another greenskin dead.
Make ready for extraction.
Victory is but a prelude to the next battle.
So that little bit extra is because we captured one of the buildings. Didn't quite get a level up, but we got there. And now we've also got some tarantula turrets, some better armour for Cyrus, and a better sword for Force Commander, and a little bit, another better armour, but probably not as good as that.
Well done, Commander. We have found crucial evidence among the remains of Skykiller and Gutwrench's orcs. Both had recently visited Fellhammer Mine in the mountains outside Argus. Whoever is stirring up the orcs must be using Fellhammer as a base of operations.
Just wondering, do we do another mission? Advanced continues. We could get another foundry or a communications array. Let's just have artillery strikes. So we could give them that, and I could give him shotguns. Oh, sorry, he gets a shotgun. His boys don't. Two. No, that's not worth that effort. And what else have we got? There's that. Snarl of the Wolf. We need a level 5, which is infinitely better. It also gives us more health and greater damage, and it's only usable with Thaddeus. Right, that's crap. Oh well. Right, that's cool. We're on to day 5 already. Jesus Christ. Aye, bugger it. Let's go.
Commander, the time has come to strike at our true enemy. Whoever has been provoking and guiding the Greenskins is holed up at Fellhammer Mine on the outskirts of Argus. We believe that Mech Badzappa, the orc who escaped us when you first arrived on Calderas, is also headed for the mine. You and your squads will drop south of Fellhammer and push north. Strength and firepower will pay greater dividends than stealth. For this reason, Sergeant Cyrus will remain aboard the Armageddon and provide mission support.
Okay. Ah, that's fine.
Who's that in the sky?
Eliminate the orcs.
Move north up the valley, Commander. Get to Fellhammer Mine and find out who is stirring up the orcs.
Of course.
Movement on the
Isn't
ridge.
it always you?
Gone. But those were no orcs.
Here is the convoy. The orcs slaughtered them.
We will avenge them. Keep moving. Orc gunners on the ridge! Get to cover!
Fury from the sky! Cut them down!
Greenskin eliminated.
Sergeant Thaddeus, reporting for duty, Commander.
Did you have a pleasant rest, waiting for the most dramatic moment to strike?
Good to see you too, Avitus.
The enemy is here, Commander.
Commander,
My squad can use our jump packs to land right in the middle of those gunners. They're no match for us in close combat.
May have overtouched that one. Yep, all of it expended. Yep.
Commander, there is a communications array nearby that we should secure for the chapter. Strategic assets like these grant us combat advantages and allow us to more easily reinforce in the field.
I will run a scan on their defenses. Commander, the orcs are well entrenched at the main entrance. A frontal assault would be unwise.
Bit late for
A
that.
jump, some grenades, and we're in, Cyrus.
And right in the sights of the whole orc horde.
Like I say, I've already done most of the work. My commander's sort of already done most of the work.
It is done. Move on. Withdraw. Keep in formation.
Buggery!
How can we moving to capture?
It's not what I wanted you to do, but whatever. Can't really do anything about it. Now they're going to run all the way back to there.
The array is in our hands. Excellent, Commander. This array will provide us with valuable combat intelligence in future operations.
Fellhammer Mine is close by, Commander.
Take your position, brother.
Let's wait for my dumbass decisions to stop being my issue.
Ready.
Oh, actually, I could just use go beam. Hey.
Trouble. These are the orc guards killed where they stood. Someone else has gone through here.
Swiftly, before the humans arrive.
We cannot allow one obstinate orc to derail the Arceus plan.
You get spoon, Sky Killer and Gut Wrencher. Besides, Wolf Eye says you ain't even orcs at all!
Now the humans join the fray. The fools cannot see the true threat facing us all.
What? Blackfish, not Space Marines too! Time to leg it!
Eldar, and a warlock leads them.
Commander, the Eldar must be the ones who have been stirring up the orcs. Kill those Eldar before they escape.
Only too happily.
men. Eldar, feel my wrath, humans.
Engaged by Eldar!
Feel the force of a disciplined mind. And so we dally on the threshold of apocalypse. You, the leader, suffer in measure to your authority. Foolish, blind humans. The orcs could have slowed them down, given us time. You have doomed us all.
Rant all you wish, Eldar. We stand, and you have fallen. None can stop the crusade of the righteous.
Bit of a name on the nose there, is it not? But obviously a chain sword called Tartarus. Get a wee description. So Sergeant Mattiel of the Bloodravens 3rd Company engraved his sword guard with the name of the orc-infested world he and his brothers set about liberating. Mattiel died on Tartarus, but his blade continues to fight in other hands. Sweet. And everyone got a level up. Thaddeus is stuck down at level 2, but he only just started. And we've also got artillery bits, so sweet.
This is a grave development, Commander. The Eldar are evidently provoking and influencing the orcs. Their involvement is hardly good news.
They claim to be stirring up the orcs to combat a common threat. What could that be?
I would not put much stock in what the Eldar say. They are deceitful and manipulative by nature.
That they are, Tarkus, but the Eldar aren't fools. The warlock you defeated may have been guiding the orcs here on Calderis, but he was only one part of a larger plan. We are receiving reports that the Eldar are stirring up the orcs on the nearby Typhon system. The Armageddon will take you to Typhon, so you can engage the enemy there. I will relay all distress signals we receive from Typhon back to you.
Right, so let's level him up a little bit. So we've got Herald of the Coming Doom. What does this let us have? +2 melee skill. That might help. So we're now at 25. And can we get any better armor? Curious of Azariah. So we can get plus melee damage, plus movement skill, plus melee skill. Okay. So there we go. Sitting at good melee damage and everything. Could get Signum, but we've already got that, and that's a really good one to just keep a hold of. Do that. We then have Righteous Fury. It's performing a special attack in hand to hand. Strike with a fury that deals an additional explosive damage. So that's nice. Yep, so he's sorted. Thaddeus. Obviously, they are assault marines. They can be like the opposite of Tarkus. So Tarkus could take on swords and pistols and become a melee if you so chose. Thaddeus could also become the same with ranged. He could get bolters, then they can unlock plasma guns and flamers, and then they can able to fire plasma guns and flamers while moving. So this is just a slight bit wasted in Thaddeus, he is close combat, that's his thing. So we'll give him that pistol. We can't give him this because he's not a high enough level for it yet. We'll just give him this because it's the only thing that's even there for him. And for accessories we'll give him that because it's just something to give him. And the points, I think you can tell where we're going to go. We're going to go to this. So Merciless Strike, lash out is specifically targeted with an explosive short ranged melee attack. Which basically means that I make him hit and then it opens up like a small cone that damages enemies. Right, let's go to Tarkus. A couple of points into health. Mantle of Cronus. When hit by a melee weapon, there's an 11% chance to recover some health. Why not? And then finally on to Avitus. We got another couple into ranged. So the damage is now up at 61. And he is just 1 point off of getting improved focus, which means when we hit that and obviously we enhance the damage output, it then also means that we enhance the range. So we did get a couple of heavy bolters, so we've got 6.6, that's better. It does more range damage as well, and it has to reload less frequently. And this one, an 11% chance per hit of plus 17 damage to all nearby enemies. I like that one, so we'll give him that. And that's just better overall for him. So, sexual. So with that, as you can see here, we now are able to go to another place.
This is the Armageddon's navigation display. From here, you can review data on the planets of the Aurelian subsector. You can also order the Armageddon to initiate warp travel to one of these worlds. When you are ready, initiate travel to the Typhon system.
Thank you. So, as you can see here, we've got strategic assets for all of these. Really, you want as many of those as you want because it makes the further missions easier. So I'll just give you a quick look around. So we can come to Typhon and we shall see what we're dealing with. I'll let you see this little cinematic. There we go. So now we are over Typhon Primaris. So I think that's more than enough for the first video in this campaign. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope you have stuck it out with me until this point. If not, well then it doesn't really make a difference. Thank you very much once again and I do hope to see you in future videos. Ta-da!